are live. I hope that the music is just alright, and I hope that the microphone audio is good as well. Welcome to Live Design Streaming Sessions. I'm your host, as usual, Verma Henry, and today we are. This music is just giving me the funk. It's like pretty cool. I really like it, but I'm gonna tone it down a little bit, at least in my headphones, so that I'm not kind of like lost into it, right? So cool. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining this live stream. If you are watching this after the fact, which means after the live stream, of course. Welcome to this Do Better UX live design streaming sessions, and the goal here is to talk about different topics and subjects and career topics that can help myself and other people who are watching this, and yourself, right, who's watching this, to be able to kind of think about new dimensions, new ways of interacting with your career, and how to get about kind of doing stuff. So yeah, if you're joining me on YouTube, actually let me pull the YouTube window so that I can monitor what's happening there. If you're joining me live on YouTube, thank you so much, and welcome to the live stream. And looking forward to spending the next 30-45 minutes with you, just geeking out on typical stuff that comes within the UX design space, some stuff that we're doing around our community, and let's see how this stream session pans out. We're trying to, I'm trying to do a little bit more of these, kind of like relaxed sessions where I can take open Q&As in the future when we have more people on the stream, of course, that have got questions, or if, you just typically just want to chill out, hang out, chat and share ideas. Of course, this is all a big part of our design community, which is the Do Better UX community. Now, it's mainly based on LinkedIn, and it is something that I've tried over the past 6-8 months to have this community based on a LinkedIn group. Basically, we reached about just over 100 community members before I deleted the group, and that was mainly purely because I felt like there is so much more that I could do, and how I could set up the group and the tone of the conversation better, and that's what I'm kind of trying to do now. Of course, feel free to click on the link in the description below, and you will be able to, of course, join our group. Check out our website to join our newsletter, listen to the podcast and other cool stuff. But yeah, that's really it. Kind of like resetting this community, and let me know what you think if you're watching this. Should we be running this community on LinkedIn? Would you like to be doing this directly on the Do Better UX website, and we can grow the community there? Or would you like to do it on other platforms like Discord, right? I've been thinking about this earlier on today, and just wondering, is this something that we really want to run on LinkedIn? Maybe it's the wrong platform to be doing this, right? I definitely have a high reach of the people that I consult for and with. So I've got a really good network on LinkedIn, and I like to leverage sort of like the network that I have to reach out to people that can be part of this network, and can really benefit from these conversations that we're having on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis. on whenever we do a live stream and record our podcast and things like that. And I'd really love to have you on the podcast if you're a UX designer out there, seasoned, junior, who would like to ask questions, or if you would just like to give us some wisdom, right? So definitely would appreciate that if you would like to contribute to the community and the content, whether on the podcast, whether you want to join me on the live stream here. If you're watching this, let me know if the audio and everything sounds okay. Kind of like don't have a great way of monitoring that once I press live. So yeah, thank you. Please drop that in the comment and let me know if the audio is all great and cool. So I want to talk a little bit more about the community before we jump into the other things that I want to talk about. So the first thing was obviously around if you would like to keep us hosting the main group on LinkedIn, or if you'd like a totally separate, maybe more independent platform that you could request features on how you would like to interact with people within the community and contribute to the community. So I'm really interested in hearing what your thoughts are on that, and what will come out of that space. So please fire away in the comments below whenever you're watching this. I know people usually watch this when they are kind of like looking for work with me sessions, when they are looking for kind of inspirational videos and things like that. So yeah, feel free to share that with me in the comments below. Cool. So we have been working on this community website for reboot of the Do Better UX, what I'm calling the Do Better UX 2.0 version, right? Where we kind of the first version, I think it was really more experimental, and I was trying to establish more of what people are keen to find out, and what people are keen to interact with. And I think we've kind of figured out how that looks like, and now we want to get full steam ahead and really start creating more content and engaging with you out there. So let's talk about the latest podcast that is available. I don't know if I have that in the description currently of this live stream. I don't know if I'm able to edit this or see the actual description, but anyway, I will add it in the description. So we've just released a podcast in the previous week that you'll be watching this whenever. Time is irrelevant sometimes on YouTube, right? But yeah, our latest podcast that we have at this moment, whenever you're watching this, is about AI in design, WWDC 2023. I think I'll be touching a little bit on the AI in design topic a little bit more today. I kind of want to explore with it a little bit more and play around with some plugins and Figma and things like that. So maybe that's how we'll spend most of our time, other than me just blubbering around with this dramatic music in the background. I'm playing a totally random royalty-free background music thing. Let me see, royalty-free. Let's do Lofi beats. Let's see if we can find something cool. Lo-fi hip-hop beats. The thing is that I don't know if most of these things are safe to play on the stream without kind of like getting strikes and copyright claims. And I'm not really trying to play stuff that I'm not supposed to be playing. Let's try this one. And I also don't want stuff with vocals in it, right? Because that way it will kind of mess up the whole premise of being background music and me talking over it. Yeah, this is a little bit too sleepy for me. I think I want something a little bit more upbeat, something that kind of has a little bit more punch to it, right? Something that that I can kind of like vibe to for the rest of this live stream. Super excited to start seeing some new people requesting to join the community. Now, I will be accepting the community request in batches. So if you are watching this and you have requested to join the community on LinkedIn, I will be accepting those requests in batches because I would like to control the number of people that are getting into the community at any given time and how that looks like. Moving around my camera here might look a little bit weird, but I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing a part of it. I think maybe I might have tilted it a little bit high, but that should be okay. I think the shot is good. I think everything looks good. Yeah, so I'm super excited to start seeing some of you trickling into the community. So don't feel kind of like I am not accepting you to come into the group, and there isn't really a vetting process other than just reading the rules and you agreeing to being a good person, right, in the community, and just precursoring that would really love you to contribute to the community and share, right, your career experiences. Now, the whole premise and the purpose of this group is to really help other designers, other UX designers, UI designers, product designers, and people who are in this space, whether they're just starting out or whether they are seasoned people that are trying to take their careers to the next level. Whether that's maybe starting their own consulting agency, maybe they want to go independent and not kind of like be full-time employed and do contract work and freelance, and whatever the situation might be, right? I was having a conversation about a week ago with somebody that I would love to have on the live stream and maybe on the podcast. She's a really seasoned UX designer, and I think she's got a wealth of experience and a wealth of knowledge, and there's so much that a lot of people can learn from her, and there's so much more that she can learn from a lot of other respective topics within the UX design world, and kind of like other what can I say, I'm not finding the right word to it, but I guess you kind of get what I'm trying to get to here, right? And yeah, that's the essence of the community, right? We really just want to grow this space where people can learn, grow, create a big repository of knowledge that can be passed as design, wealth, and guidance towards the next generation of UX designers that are coming in, and they can add on their own spice and twist to it, right? But that's really the purpose of what I'm trying to achieve with this Do Better UX community. And yeah, as usual, I am humbly inviting you to join this community. And I think with that second point, it really speaks to maybe why we should be making this more of a community that's based on our website a note on the LinkedIn group, but maybe the LinkedIn group could be, our kind of like our base group, and maybe we can do some interesting things in there that are exclusive to what we do on the website, right? And it'll also kind of like hold the turf while we are working on the website features that we will need going forth, right? So yeah, I think I'm gonna talk a lot about the community today. I'm gonna talk about other things, of course, but the purpose really is to chill here and kind of geek out with you guys. Play this in the background while you're working. Play this as a podcast if you'd like to, whichever way that you would like to consume this type of long form content that we create on this channel. Now, I've been thinking about creating YouTube videos for specific topics and things like that, and I think from the basis that this channel is basically community based first, right, versus other channels which are based on kind of like courses or whatever it is. I think it makes more sense for me to drive more conversations here, and if I could live stream with more people that would like to be part of the live stream, that will be awesome, right? Again, it's an open invite. If you'd like to be on the live stream, if you'd like to be on the podcast, whatever you'd like to share about your career and your journey, would love to hear it. So let me know in the comments below. Ping me from the website or whatever way possible that you can. My name is FIgma Henry. You will find on the LinkedIn group who I am. Reach out to me that way and let's have a conversation. Whoa, I feel like I've been talking for a very long time, and we're only 18 minutes into the stream. I'm sure you've noticed that it's dark outside, and I usually do most of my live streams at night after work, right? Because I kind of like want to purely focus on kind of like my client work during the day, and at night like this I get to stream. And I think you also noticed that I'm drinking coffee right? And to some people that might be weird. I know I'm gonna sleep a little bit late today, but I think that's all right. I've got a little bit more things that I want to do after the stream. Normally I'll be having a beer, but today it's a different day. It feels like a Monday still for me, because there's so much stuff that kind of like it's just piling up for me, right? Let's get into some exploration stuff, right? I really wanted to check out Figma and speak to some of the UI stuff that has been coming out. Now let me see if I can tweak this view, because I want to sit in this corner now, and let me see if I can just zoom in. All right, I think that kind of works. The light is a little bit too away from me right now, but yeah, I guess I didn't think this through. Let me go back out, and we'll just use it like this. Now I am going to need a couple of things for me to jump into Figma and play around. and play around with this for some time, right? So cool. I've downloaded this super cool thing called Touch Portal. Kind of like helps me do a couple of things free-handed, right? So if I want to present the screen, there we go. If I want to change where that is, controlling all this through my phone. So yeah, I kind of like that, the fact that the controller is mobile, right? And I can, you know, kind of use it based on where we are. So yeah, let's jump into the I'm gonna say the Figma, like an old school person, right? But trust me, I'm not that bad. Cool. So yeah, let's get into it. And yeah, Touch Portal is not touchy anymore. Anyway, let's do that. Cool. So all right, cool. So I'm gonna play around with a couple of AI tools in Figma, and I haven't done any research on this, so we'll be kind of you know, discovering these as I go. So yeah, let's see what we can find in Figma. Cool. So yeah, I am in Figma in the community. Maybe let me just start a blank design file. Yeah, and hey,
What are you doing?
all right. With a little bit of interruption there, we're gonna proceed swiftly. Somebody was asking me what I am doing, so let's start a blank project here. We're just gonna you know, kind of like play around. Maybe let me, you know, do something a little bit more standard. Start with a frame. Let's go with the iPhone 14 Pro. So we've got a standard, you know, mobile layout here, and what I'm gonna do is just gonna go into the community and look for plugins, anything that has got AI in it, and see what comes up. All right, so I've seen that a lot of the things that you get here sometimes require you to kind of pick what you call it, pick generate an API key, right? And it kind of requires you to set that up before you can actually use the app. So we're gonna see if that is what we'll be getting most of the time today. Let me put that here so that it's easily accessible to me. Maybe a little bit away from the screen. Now I hope that all this will become a little bit more swift as we go through. I think the light situation, I kind of need a little bit more coverage if I want, you know, to move into this angle to do you know, a demo like this, but I'll figure it out as we go you know, with time. So let's see what AI stuff that I'm getting here back to the screen. So we've got AI generator with millions of ideas for commercial for a construction company. Copywriter that needs to come up. Okay, so most of this stuff is usually copywriting stuff. That's one thing that I've figured out. Let's see what this one is about. a revolutionary Figma plugin that allows you to design through chatting. Okay, this one looks really interesting. You don't need to have design skills or experience with design software. All you need to do is say what you want to design and an AI model. Now, this is something that I am gladly happy to delegate to AI. And yeah, it's just customer descriptions sometimes are crazy, right? For you to figure out what are they saying and what are they trying to articulate to you. So yeah, this is something that I would definitely gladly I wish I could record voiceover and get customers to just speak into this thing, and it'll give me at least an idea of what people say. Sometimes maybe it's better at representing and just crunching what human beings say better than me, because yeah, sometimes I feel lost, right? So yeah, let's get back into it. So we got here this is a very interesting one, right? So let's run this one. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so yeah, this is also another thing, because most of these things are early adoption stuff. You need to have an invitation code to be able to use it, etc, etc. Okay, so we're passing on that one, but it looks really cool, looks really promising. I'd like to check it out, right? It's something that definitely I would like to see and play around with in the future. I'll see how can I get an invitation code or promo code if possible. All right, cool. So let's see. So Scribe AI makes it easier to create UX, marketing, and legal copy. Okay, cool. Copywriting, improve UX user experience with AI. Let's see what that is about. Design assessment, also improving on lists of your mockups. Okay, that's interesting. Improve on different. Okay, let's run that. I hope it doesn't have another barrier to using this thing. Now, this is the problem with any new technology that you usually get, is that there's this big barriers to entry, and you are kind of like sitting around trying to use these things as early adopters, and they just don't work for the intended purpose that you have, right? So yeah, let's see how this pans out. Okay, let's go. I guess it wants me to sign up. Is this worth signing up for? Yay? Nay? Nay. Let's pass. Let's see if we can find something that we can use without signing up or doing some crazy stuff, and then we'll come back to some of the ones that we would have identified as some of the good ones. Maybe that will give us what we're looking for. So let's go back and check out the next one. So more copywriting stuff, image generation directly in Figma. I've played with Midjourney, and I'm guessing this will require you to put in an API key of some end. Front end AI Japanese stuff. Let's see. Okay, there isn't really anything that we can read there. Well, at least I can read. Figma to HTML CSS. That sounds really good. Let's see if it's usable. Guessing it also wants me to sign up somehow. Okay, I clicked something and looked like it did something. Okay, maybe it didn't do anything. um DALL-E. Okay, cool. Okay, so some of them use DALL-E, which is another image generation um, AI, and yeah, fill text in Magic Brush. So I think you can clearly start to see what the problem is with most of these things, right? I think things just need to be accessible. Things, you just need to make things work, right? I've spent maybe about a good 5-10, I don't know, however long we've spent together just browsing through those things. We've clicked on about 3 or 4, 5 of them, and I am just not getting to any place that I can actually just easily start using these tools and play around with the tools, right? And yeah, I think that's something that people building these tools should consider. I think that's one thing that I've seen as a trend in most of these AI tools, and yeah, I hope that we kind of get a change as we improve the user experience of these plugins, especially within Figma. We should just be able to find a way to use the login credentials that Figma already has, allow access or something like that, and I can start using the plugin. I don't have to create a new account with every plugin that I am using. So just a suggestion. I don't know if it's possible, but yeah, it's something that we could consider when we're making this stuff. Cool. So let's jump back into it and see if we can find anything that is actually usable. So this one says that brings your live capabilities. Brush lets you generate unique images. Okay, so that's an image generator. I'm kind of interested in the ones that build layouts for you or analyze your layout and help you improve it. And I'm interested in knowing what kind of data that they use to train this type of stuff on, right? And how that typically just looks and work. So yeah, let's see. System designed to streamline and enhance user experience design process. Power Chat GPT. Okay, this one doesn't really say much. Let's see. Since it's a buy me coffee thing, maybe you don't need to. Okay, cool. So here's something that looks like we kind of like have working. Now this one is smart tools for creative minds. Choose an option to get started. Looks like kind of like taking you more into the process and things like that. User flow, user journey map, UX writing. So maybe they kind of like covered the main practices and disciplines that UX designers typically have. So yeah, super interesting to see this type of approach coming through here. So let's see what this has. I hope. Okay, let me just click on any one of this. Let me go with more. Okay, I can't click more. Okay, let's do information architecture. Okay, I guess I can do this 3. Mind map. Okay, why are the other ones there if I cannot use them? Source systems are all at full capacity. Try again later. Okay. Oh, okay. UX writing with ease. Describe what you want to generate. landing page, login page, for a dog walking app. All right, so it seems like we can't use this doggy right now. Let's see if we can find something else that we can use. So back to our list here. Upscale your images, icon generator, fill in text, AI driven color and image generator. Create presentations with AI. Interesting. Okay, this one is in beta. Let's have a look at how this looks like. Cool. Create presentation. Oh, am I supposed to? Okay, maybe I'm just confusing the thing now because I didn't put anything in. Let's run this one. Create a presentation on UX design and starting a career in UX design. Let's see what that does. I'll be impressed to actually see any of these things actually work. Now we are very much in early days of kind of this whole AI thing and what to expect, and I'm super keen to see how all these things will work as we progress, right? So yeah, let's see how this looks and does. Still going. While that is going, if you are just joining me for the live stream or you have skipped to this point for some reason, I would like to invite you to our design community. I think it's more of a career community than some of the design communities that you would find there. My interest in the conversation around the community is to help other people navigate their careers, and that's the kind of content that I've been creating on Do Better UX since the transition of most of this content from my own personal brand, right? This is still very much my own personal brand, dobetterux.com. I run that solely, and I do these live streams, the podcast, everything solely, I really want to grow the voice and what we do there, along the lines of how do we help each other navigate this design career. Now, I know that I mainly focus on UX design, but that could be product design, that could be UI design, that could be graphic design, that could be most of the different disciplines of design that contribute into the bigger UX design and product design space, right? So yeah, I'm super keen to see you joining the space. I can see that the thing is not done populating. Let's cancel it and see if we can get something else working. Cool. This is getting frustrating, really. Imagine if you are somebody who actually needs to use a tool and you're kind of looking for this UI generative tools to help you do a real job, right? What do you think about this? Do you think these tools are ready to actually be used in real world scenarios? Are they something that you can rely on and always go back to? Is that something that you see this happening? So yeah, I'm super keen to know what you guys think about all these AI tools. Frankly, personally, I think they're not ready. And let's see what this one is. AI Copilot. Now these guys want to get sued by Microsoft. Millions of design ideas from prompts, shapes, images. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. So this one just takes me directly into the interface. Prompt process. Okay, so render. So this is to render something, I'm guessing. Describe what you would like to illustrate. So I'm guessing this is just an image. Prompt wait. Now, a lot of this language, right, it's super unique to the AI world, and if you haven't used any of these tools, you might get a little bit confused as to what is a prompt, what is prompt wait. Like myself, I don't know what the hell prompt wait is, right? And yeah, I think some of these things need to be explained within the user interfaces as people build this. But let's say I like to illustrate a dog walking app cover login page image, right? Reference, select frame reference. Okay. Could I maybe add a reference? Let's do it without so image prompt. I don't know what this means, this wait thing. Number of outputs 1 4. Okay, so I'm guessing this is using like a mid journey or something like that. Output size small. Let's do medium. Let's see what that does. Okay, so it definitely wants me to put a reference in there. So let's go to the community. Let's look for some illustrations. This ones look pretty cool. Now, this is one big thing about AI is if I am copying the style of the illustrations, am I stealing intellectual property? What do you think? I think graphic designers have done this over and over for a very long time, right? And I know a lot of people call it creating a mood board, getting inspiration, whatever it is, right? But human beings do this all the time. But when AI does it, as in this scenario, I'm gonna pick something from the community. I'm gonna use that as a reference to generate an image that has never been created before. Have I stole someone's artwork, style, or not? Versus if it was a human being doing this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So I'm gonna go back to our Figma files here. Let's check out what they got. Oh, this is actually a really cool pack. Maybe I might use this myself. Let's pick this fella here. Are these really? No. Okay. They say vectors, but these are not vectors. Okay, all right, all right. Let's take this cool fella here. Put him in here. Oh, did it generate something? It looks like there is something that was generated without the reference. Let's add a reference. Let's see if that does anything. Let's run is this one, AI Copilot. Okay, a reference. Come on. Okay, what is a process? Oh, now I need to sign in. Oh, so okay, cool. All right, I don't understand how this works. Let's try. Okay, now it wants me to sign in. It gave me a dog walking app illustration, I think. I mean, I've had better images generated with most of these image generating AIs. So yeah, this is subpar, to be honest. Let's look for another one. Let's see if we can find anything else, right? Image upscaler, text stuff, AI driven color, transforming imagination. I hate it when people say random stuff and vague stuff like transform your imagination into reality with this AI thing. What does it do? Does it do text? Does it do layouts? Does it do what does it do, right? UX AI assistant. This one is interesting. Okay. An assistant for UX. You can use quick prompts, improve, continue, translate, shorter, longer your text. Okay, so there's a text thing, filling content. By the way, you can easily create more prompt to help you. Okay, so I think this is actually more useful for somebody who's doing a lot of copywriting and stuff within UI and things like that. I wonder if it tries to figure out what's happening in the UX text editor. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. So all right. Interested to know what it's gonna do now. I guess nothing, because there's nothing in that thing. Let's see if I try give it maybe let's say let's look for a UI kit. Not lit, kit, man. Let's pick that one. I just want to pick something random here. Shout out to all the people that put out the work and create all these amazing resources for us people to use them and play around like this. Thank you so much for sharing your work with us. So let's take this here. We're gonna throw it in our I could just run the thing here, to be honest. Let's go into our plugins. We're gonna run our AI assistant here. Our AI assistant, cool. So we've selected this. Let's say improve. Let's see what okay. All right, let's see what that uh, place your order now. Okay, make it game style. FPS. Okay. That's something. Killing is saying what? What's this saying? Freaking killing intense. This is pretty funny actually. Okay, so what is this editor thing? Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, now this is the thing. They'll give you a prompt. You can play around with it 1 or 2 times, and yeah, now they want you to add your own API key to be able to run this thing, which I think is a cool thing. I think there needs to be a way that it needs to be easier for people to do this, because a lot of people that are not technical are not going to be able to use most of these plugins, right? I think they're great plugins. I think there are a lot of possibilities with AI and you know, combining images, text, you know, being able to analyze images, like with what you can do with ChatGPT 4, and being able to, you know, suggest new ways of improving experiences and things like that. But again, we're still very much in the early days, so I understand this, and yeah, I'm super keen to see how this grows. Let's try 1 or 2 more plugins, and we'll call it a stream, right? Yeah, so let's keep on browsing. I wonder if I do this via the community tab, will I have a better and if we go into, can I not search for plugins here? Let's do AI. Boom. Okay, there we go. I can do plugins, and maybe here we can sort them out with trending. Okay, so alright, okay, so image upscaler, AI generator with millions for marketing activities. Ooh, okay. Your personal marketing assistant of the future. I love how people have, you know, all this AI stuff, and, you know, having it as, you know, part of the future. And it's create commercial construction company, copywriter, blah blah blah. I thought this was something different. I thought this was like a copywriting thing. But let's see what it is, what options we get in it, and okay. I'm a little bit lost on what the prompt is supposed to be. Let's say seasonal campaign, and we need to log in, and we're not gonna log in because we are bad people. Well, I'm a bad person because I just want to use all these AI tools, try them out without sharing my email address. How about that? Is that too much to ask for? And if I actually like the thing, I can give you my email address. Hello, people. Let me not rant. Let's look for more cool stuff. One-click ChatGPT magic, free, effortless AI copywriting. At least they put that part. But if they had put that part in the front, that would have made a lot more sense. Really fortunate, train AI to draw artwork in your own style. That's pretty cool. Third-party payment. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Okay. I'm tired of searching for these AI tools. I'm gonna keep on trying to play around with them, but yeah, I think the main thing that I wanted to try and establish, at least in this live stream, is and again, I didn't do any research or kind of played around with AI tools in Figma before this live stream. I specifically reserved it for this live stream so that I can give you my first impression, and my first impression on what is currently available right now. Like I have said in my previous streams and even on the latest podcast, is that I think these tools have got great potential. However, I really don't think that they are ready for production, right? If you are going to create something that is production ready, it needs to be consistent, it needs to be reliable, you need to be able to kind of see where that it performs exactly the same every time that you use it. That is what a professional tool is, right? Now, having said that, I think there is a long way to go, and we are going to see not only weird pricing methods and things like that, but I think we are going to really start seeing people niching down on what their tools can do. I think as we were browsing through there, you kind of saw that there are tools that are trying to do everything at once, kind of like create prototypes, wireframes, etc. I think we'll get really good image generation tools. I think we'll get really good copywriting tools, and I think we'll get really good maybe like process flow, process diagram, or UX analysis type of tools that we'll get as these things start happening. But that is my prediction. I think these things are going to really niche down into specific categories, and you'll find companies that are building products that are really good at specific niche things. Of course, I'm not saying that there won't be people who build products that will try and do everything, and will may be successful, right? In doing that, but yeah, it's really something that I'm keen to see how this evolves. Now, lastly, I want to invite you to our weekly newsletter. If you come to Do Better UX right now, you'll be able to see that you're able to sign up to the latest newsletter. You can listen to the podcast and see a couple of a few of some posts that we are busy with, and we will be updating on a weekly basis starting from this week. So yeah, super keen to start seeing people trickling there in our newsletter. Super keen to start people trickling into the LinkedIn group, and catch us live here on YouTube as we explore different career topics around the UX design career. And with that, I will catch you maybe later on this week, hopefully. If not, I will catch you guys next week. Definitely look out for this week's live podcast. Well, not live, this week's podcast and newsletter. Our very first letter will be going out this week, so if you haven't signed up for it, please do. In there, you'll be able to find most of the topics and things that we have spoken about this week, and links to the kind of like some of the references that I have been reading. So it's kind of my personal discovery during the week that I would like to share with you as a gift to kind of bring you into the world of what is it that I am researching, reading, and maybe some of the stuff you're already familiar with. But I do have my own takes in there and kind of like my own takeaways and perspectives on how I interpret some of these things. So, super keen to start seeing more people joining the newsletter. You will get, maybe some exclusive links to the blog post before it actually goes live on the website. So that will be an extra benefit to you if you join the newsletter. But yeah. Looking forward to meeting you guys in the community, in the newsletter, wherever it is that you will interact with dobetteruse.com. And yeah, until the next live stream, I'm out.